So Aries, we're starting with Aries, honing in the energy of Mars. Let's see what we have for the beginning of the week. There's nothing wrong with transformation. It's just the way that you take it in, okay? All right, so here we go. All right, so the first one is, the beginning of the week is you got the star, all right? So this is all about connecting with anything like miraculous that you want to bring into your life, your wishes, wishing on the wishing star, anything like that, okay? Aries, it feels like there is a new energy coming in, but the other thing about this is being ready for the transformation that it brings to your life as well. So Aries, if you are hesitating on asking the universe for something that you really know you want, but you know for a fact that's going to change your life forever, just be cautious on what you ask. Not saying that it's going to be a bad thing to ask, but just be ready. Be ready for what happens next after you ask the universe, because remember, the universe works in this way. When you ask for something that's going to be a radical change in your life, something that's going to definitely make things better for you, you have to let go of old things in order for the new things to come in, okay? It's kind of like decluttering. What I'm seeing is like decluttering things of the past, things that you've been holding on. Maybe it's an ex-boyfriend memorabilia, you know, like things like that. Let it go or get rid of it. Go donate it or something, okay? Maybe it's decluttering from a friendship, you know, letting go of people who are holding you back, who are making you feel less than what you really are. You're like the emperor energy, Aries. That is your energy. So letting that stuff go, letting people go that are not here to assist you in your growth, in your building of your empire, okay? So that's what the star is. It's like wish on the wishing star. You have the energy to manifest this right now, but be ready, okay? Be ready for something that's going to change drastically in your life, all right? So next one is the death card. Again, this is an ending, all right? So the death does not mean a physical death. This means there is an ending to a story, to a cycle, to a codependency energy that has been around for a very long time that you need to let go of. Again, like I said, decluttering is important for this week. Letting go of the past, moving forward. If you need to block people on Facebook, block them. If you need to erase people's numbers so that you won't be tempted to contact them, then do so. If you need to change your number, if you need to change your space, like move away, then do it, okay? It's gonna be for the best, because when you allow the universe to assist you with bringing in miracles, with bringing in things that you truly desire into your life, your abundance, your prosperity, and things like that, you need to let go of things. You need to move things out of your, like I'm being shown a closet. You need to let go of things from that closet that you've never seen for, like, you let go of, like, you thought you let go, you locked things up in the closet, but now it's time for you to actually get rid of these things, okay? Donate them, throw them in the trash, whatever you need to do. Let things go, okay? The same thing with your soul, decluttering the energies in your energy field of people who have attached themselves to you, who are codependent on you, who you feel that you need some type of responsibility over as well, that are toxic, okay? So very important for you to get this done, all right? And then you got the Six of Swords. Again, rowing away, letting things go, moving on with your life. You may feel like you're betraying someone. You might feel like you are breaking your promises. You might feel like, you know, all of these other things, but you understand that it's necessary for you to move forward in your life. You understand that in order for you to be the boss that you really are, in order for you to build your empire, you need to let these people go. You need to let go of the past. You need to make room for the future, okay? So that's what the Six of Swords is going to help you. It's going to push you towards letting things go. Don't look back, okay? So next one is you have is Lemurian quartz, and Lemurian quartz is all about seeking wisdom, okay, wisdom within the wisdom that you already have within yourself, and having kind of like yes, you're being tested in whether or not you choose yourself, your happiness over someone else's, but Lemurian quartz is giving you the wisdom of what you need to do in order for you to do that, okay? Yes, Lemurian quartz has within its energy field a kind of like transcribed energy from the past, from Lemuria, from that continent and things like that, but that is your own power as well. That is something that you hid in that quartz crystal in order for you to use it now more than anything, especially when it comes to making choices, when it comes to kind of like reminding you who you really are. And I keep hearing the emperor, okay? You are the emperor. You are the ruler of your domain. So Lemurian quartz will assist you in remembering that, remembering how it used to be, how you used to be in the position of power, and you can still bring that position of power back into this lifetime again, okay? So that's what I have for you, Aries. So go ahead and connect to Jupiter energy for Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for the Saggies. It's Sagittarius energy. We are definitely in Sagittarius season. So if you guys have been very snippy with people, or very sarcastic, or very like blunt, it's the energy of Sagittarius. There's not, okay, so just wanting to relax and have fun, okay, or party or whatever, right? So don't fret, don't worry. It's just Sagittarius, you know, being Sagittarius. All right, so here we go. We're gonna pick a crystal card. Ooh. All right, Sagittarius. So kind of similar energy to Aries. So I feel like that the fire signs, and this is something that I talked about earlier in the month, where because we're heading towards the end of the year and we're getting closer to the age of Aquarius, there seems to be an energy. So here are in astrology, the fire signs and the air signs are masculine energy, okay? And then the earth signs and the water signs are feminine energy, all right? So if you have any placements in earth and water signs, and it's a very feminine energy, there's a kind of like a shifting of the feminine energy, having a little bit of difficulty at this time of being honest with themselves, okay? Being honest with what's really happening, and letting things go, all right? And so the masculine energies, if you have air and fire placements, are having to be more open, as well as to assist the more feminine energies into like kind of like having their back, you know, and like helping them along their path, okay? So you guys are being shifted and being more of the stabilizers, as well as the supportive role, and then the feminines are going through their emotions and through these self-realizations that things are not really what they seem. And you know, it does create a lot of difficulties for these people, because they're so determined in succeeding and or in their relationships being successful and being harmonizing and things like that, that when things become very difficult and they realize that people who they trusted are no longer who they perceive them to be, they have a difficulty with that, okay? So the fire signs and the air signs are more open about that, like they're more willing to let things go, you know, and so because they're more masculine, like, okay, let's move on then. F them, let's move on. Like that's the kind of like the attitude that they have regarding these situations. But air signs are not that open when it comes to that. Like they can't just let things go like that. They have to understand why it happened, and sometimes they shut themselves down because of it. And so that's what the energy is. The age of Aquarius is pushing those who are more sensitive with their emotions to be more to realize the truth, okay? Like we're moving away from the Piscean age to the age of illusion and escapism, okay? And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, is about the age of truth and detachment, you know? And so that's something very difficult for a lot of people to do. And so that's why the fire energies and the air energies have this task of assisting the earth and water energies with what the transformation that's going to happen. And it's difficult for them to let things go sometimes. Okay, so be patient. Okay, and this is something that not a lot of air or fire energies have patience, you know. So this is a really big thing for them. It's like, you gotta have patience with these people. Okay, all right, so here we go. So the first card for the beginning of the week for Sagittarius is the Empress. So you're in the Empress energy, Sagittarius. At the beginning of the week, things are going your way. You're feeling very abundant. You're getting a lot of creative energy flowing in, as well as you're feeling like, if you're a woman that is wanting to have kids, for example, you're feeling like this really like determination of creative force energy in your womb, where it's gonna happen. Okay, and then for men in the Empress energy in Sagittarius, they're creating, they're assisting with the creation of life. They're assisting with the creation of like manifesting goals into reality, things like that. So they're taking the actions that they're supposed to take in order for this to happen. And so this is what Sagittarius is going through, is there's a shift in your energy. You're ready to take on the world. You're ready to create and the life that you want. Okay, so this is definitely something that will help you with the energy of the Empress in the beginning of the week. All right, so now there's choices to be made in the middle of the week. You got the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about two energies coming together, but there is a third energy that is getting in the way. Okay, and this could be in different terms. This could be maybe a relationship. Okay, what I'm seeing is relationship stuff. Okay, where there are two people who are in a relationship and they really want to move forward with their relationship, but there's always an energy that is kind of getting in the way. It could be that they're not being honest with each other. It could be a secret that's being withheld from one of the partners. Sagittarius, you're very blunt, so maybe that's why they don't want to tell you the truth. Or you're gonna just laugh out at them, or you're gonna say something really messed up that's gonna hurt their feelings, or maybe they just don't know how to come about telling you something that they feel like you're not ready to listen to. That, or there has to be an energy that is influencing this person as well. Like this person that you're with or you want to be with is being influenced by outside energy. Maybe a friend, maybe an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend is still in the picture somehow. They're still connecting to them or communicating with them. And that is the energy that is just not allowing you to connect thoroughly in your relationship. Okay, so be mindful, be very honest, open yourself up, let your partner know that you're here to hear them and listen to them. Whatever it is that is ailing them, whatever it is that they want to tell you but they're holding back, be more open. Okay, all right, so it's very, very difficult because you know, Sagittarius is, again, it's a force to be reckoned with if you can get on their bad side. So it's just kind of like they're kind of like intimidated. But they shouldn't be, because that's your partner, you know. And so again, this has a lot to do with romance. It has a lot to do with just an energy getting in the way. And so you have to understand what it is, why it's there, and why you need to open yourself up to understand your partner in order for you guys to move forward together. Okay, so next one is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about, like, you have everything that you want. You are able to create the life that you want, and it's kind of like the ending of a cycle. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, when you open yourself up to even, you know, like constructive criticism about yourself. Like, for example, it's very difficult for people to hear that. Like, it just, I guess you say, it determines the outcome of your the way that you respond to criticism will be based on the words that they say to you, right? So that's why it's very difficult for people to be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, especially if they just start to point the finger and telling you what's wrong with you. That's not constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is like, hey, you know, I understand you this is your personality, this is the way you say things, this is the way you do things, but you know, would be cool if you do this and that and this, you know, and or you know, give advice. That's constructive criticism. It's not just blaming you for things, okay, or telling you you're negative or something like that. So again, that is how you're gonna be able to accept things for what they are, as well as move forward with creating your empire, move forward with bringing in your fortunes, your abundance, and your prosperity, is when you open yourself up to change, okay? If there is a personality trait that you have a very like difficult time with, kind of like changing about yourself, and people have told you numerous times when they get upset with you why they're getting upset, then that's something that you really have to focus on. You know, just as a cycle, like Sagittarius, you have this cycle of being offensive sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, that's how I am. I'm a Sagittarius sun. I can be blunt, I can be very offensive, and I can make people cry. So that's why I tried for a very long time, for I would say for 8 years, to be more mindful of what I say. And if I'm gonna say something that I feel, then I need to see the bigger picture. I need to see them and how they feel and why they're doing the things that they're doing too. So it's definitely something that needs to happen, Sagittarius. You need to start to change these little things about yourself in order for you to allow abundance in order for you to allow love in as well, because you can give all the love that you want, but the love that you receive will be based on how you allow it to come in. You know, if you don't believe that you're lovable, then it's not going to happen, you know, things like that. So negativity needs to be healed. All right, Sagittarius. And that's how the wheel of fortune works. When you allow yourself to heal, to open yourself up to positive thinking, then you can definitely take on the world. Okay, you can definitely get everything that you've always desired. All right, so now we have blue chalcedony for your crystal. All right, and blue chalcedony is again, it has the energy of like the energy of the blue flame or the blue ascension flame, okay? And this is something that is connected to Archangel Michael. So what does Archangel Michael usually do? He comes along when we need protection, as well as when we need to take action on things. So he comes along and assists us with being truthful with ourselves, with actually seeing things for what they are, and with transmuting our energies and our ways into something more positive, okay? Even our perception. When we have a negative perception about someone, when we have a negative perception about ourselves, about the world, then he's able to assist us in remedying that, with changing that energy into something more positive, that's something that's going to be more useful for us, okay? So that's something that is very, very, very important to work with through this week, Sagittarius, in order for you to finally get what you desire out of life. All right, okay, so next is Leo. Okay, let's see, Leo, let's see what you have for this week. Leo, the beginning of the week, you're in the Queen of Wands energy, okay? So this is the queen of all fire signs. So you have the energies of Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy within you, okay? Very creative energy, very transmutative force energy, very, very determined, kind of like the trailblazers, you know, things like that. So with the Queen of Wands, and it's also a highly sexual energy too, because of the Aries energy. So, and of course, fire signs are very highly sexual. They're very physical. Remember, fire is physicality in the way of passion, okay? The passion of the energy of fire in everything that you do. So you like to do things physically, you like to work out, you like to go and, you know, with your partner, sexcapades, you know, things like that. Feeling like you're, you know, desirable, things like that. And that's something with Leo too, is like, you know, Leos always take their time with looking good, right? They're always like, oh, let's fix our hair, let's get our nails done, let's do like, you know, like, let's get some new makeup on, you know, things like that, so that they can look good, so that they can attract, you know, admiration, things like that. So that's what the energy is. You're very feminine, very sexual energy at the beginning of the week. So next is, you got the Three of Swords. So again, energy when it comes to a relationship. And this is not particularly a relationship with an intimate one. This is more of like, what I'm hearing is like a relationship with other people besides yourself. You know, what I'm hearing is those intimate partnerships with friendships, not sexual ones. Okay. So this energy that is crossing, this energy that's getting in the way, is not necessarily a bad energy. It's more like a person that just doesn't get you. Okay. So I feel like there's a friendship that you have with someone, and then there is that person that's maybe in a relationship with someone else. I'm feeling like, okay, I'm feeling like you have a best friend or a very close friendship with someone, and they started to date someone else. You have a weird feeling about this person because you guys, there's some type of like energy that's crossing, that it's like they feel that you are maybe cocky or too full of yourself, and they don't even know you, okay, and they don't like you. And it's because you really do take care of yourself. You really are a presentable person in public. You are like, I take care of myself, I look good, I feel good, right? And you have very high self-confidence, that this person doesn't have that self-confidence, therefore they are repelled by your self-confidence, and so they're over there talking smack. Okay. And so that's something that Leos always have to confront. You know, they always have to face people that are jealous, you know, and that's the truth. It's like, they're jealous because they don't have what you have, Leo. And so that being said, your friend is dating someone like that, or maybe is really close to someone like that, and they're talking in their ear. And so it feels like there's a gap, like there's like a, like you guys are not as close as you used to be, and you are feeling that withdrawn energy, and you're feeling the sadness from it, because you used to be close, and then all of a sudden this person pops in and it's not like that anymore. And so there is definitely this weird energy that is crossing, because they haven't taken the time to get to know you, Leo. They just base it off of physicality, what they see. Okay. They don't even take the time to get to know you. So that's what it is. It's a jealousy thing. It's because you are very confident, you're repelling people, and they're talking smack, you know, even though they have no idea who you are as a person. All right. So you have the Seven of Wands. So you're going to be confronting them, but you are the one that has the higher ground. Okay. You have the higher ground. Even though you're going to be challenging them, you're going to win. Okay. You don't even have to fight. All you have to do is just tell the truth. Like, hey, this is who I am. If you really want to get to know me and stop talking shit about me, then here I am. Let's have a discussion as adults, you know? And so the Seven of Wands is like, yeah, there is this force that is against you, but they have no clue who you are. All right. And so this is very important energy that you're going to have to face this week, Leo, where you cannot just sit by while someone talks badly about you to people that you love and who you've been very close to. Okay, so again, you're gonna win out. You're gonna win out in the end because you have integrity, and you are gonna be facing these things, these confrontations with that integrity intact. Okay, and so here we go. Your gemstone is celestite. Okay, celestite is all about connecting to the celestial beings. Okay, so angels, all this other stuff. So celestite will help you with being more high vibrational. So when you are faced with this opposing energy, these people or this person that is not, you know, they're retreating because of your light, you know, their jealousy and stuff like that because of your self-confidence, then you are able to smooth things over if they're willing to listen. Okay, if they're willing to get to know you. You have this beautiful energy about yourself that if people actually ask you questions and get to know you, then they will know that. Okay, and so celestite will assist you with this, with connecting with that energy, with helping you keep your vibration high so that you don't come down to their level. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Leo. So we're going to start with Cancer. Oh, right away. Even before, so it's moon energy with Cancer. The moon energy, moon energy. Woo! Awesome. And that one. Ooh, Cancer, you have a good one. All right, so we're gonna connect with a crystal card. Let's see what your crystal card is for this week. Ooh. All right, Cancer, so the beginning of the week you have the Ace of Coins. Okay, the Ace of Coins is the beginning of a new project that is going to bring abundance to your life. It feels like something work related, like you're finally getting what you want in success, like when it comes to your flow of abundance, when it comes to money. Okay, so this being said, Cancer, this is a new start, meaning that you really have to put all your ducks in a row. You really have to make a plan for this to succeed. You really need to start to take action on how this is going to go about, how you're going to start this, okay, endeavor. And it feels like it's an enterprise. It feels like it's a career. It feels like it's something new that you're starting to get money from, okay? And so it feels like you're going into this, you're finally choosing to do this, and you've been wanting to do this for a very long time. So you're finally taking that step. And this is going to lead to, because you have the coin, this is going to lead to money, okay, success. All right. So next one is the Hierophant. So this is all about learning about kind of like systems already in place, like religious systems and how they work, you know, even social constructs, social systems and how they work. It feels like you're going to be working with understanding these things so that you can be more open to receiving people who are in that mindset, or working with people in that mindset so you can understand them better, and so that you will be able to have their help in the end as well. So it feels like you are opening this big box of knowledge. You're looking into how business works. You're looking into spiritual truth. And even with religious practices, there are a set of rules, right? The same thing applies to spirituality, but this is more about things that are more available to people at this time, because, you know, the mysteries are the mystery. That's different, okay? This is more like you have to get to know this side of society so that you become more understanding and more open when it comes to your business, when it comes to dealing with people who have that mindset, okay? And it feels like you will succeed in that, so that you don't have, so you won't isolate anyone, you know, you'll be fair, okay? So You got the Three of Coins. Again, success, financial stuff, okay? So you have this ability to create the business that you desire. You have this flow of abundance coming in, and because it's coins, it's like you're determined to succeed. And there's three of them, so it's three energies coming together for that, okay? So you have your divine masculine, feminine, and then what I'm hearing is the earth, okay? And so honing in on these energies of creating like kind of like heaven and earth, and then the flow of the universe, all of this stuff coming together within you to create that successful business that you desire, okay? So now you have your crystal ally is the kyanite, blue kyanite. So blue kyanite will assist you with this. You know, blue kyanite has a lot of different properties, but it does help with business. It helps with creating and honing in on that Saturn energy of like determination, goal orientation, and success, okay? Because guess what? Saturn is very good at these social constructs. They're very good at creating things and following the rules and how every step determines your success. They're so good at that a lot of people are like, oh my God, like how is Saturn energy, you know, so good at managerial things or business negotiations, things like that for success. So kyanite will hone in on this energy so that when you start to work with it, you'll have your goals all spread out and laid out in nice and kind of like orderly fashion, okay? So that you can know which step to take first, then which step to take in the future, things like that, so for your success, okay? So that's what I have for you, Cancer. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for Scorpio this week. Honing in on that Pluto energy for Scorpio. All right, so for the beginning of the week, Scorpio, you're going to be faced with big endings and transformations. So you have death, okay? So this is an ending of a cycle. This is a way for you to let things go from the past in order for you to be you know, to come back to life, to be rebirthed, okay? And so another thing about this death card is it's a good thing, okay? Things are ending for the right reasons because you're letting things go and you're determined to succeed and to find true happiness within, okay? And the death card, another thing about it is that you have finally understood, you know, the purpose of these challenges that you face. You finally understood the purpose of the reasoning behind, you know, these type of relationships is all for growth, okay? So you're ready for your rebirth, all right? And so we move on to the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is success in that, where you have two energies coming together to create the life that you desire. You have that Two of Wands energies, knowing that fully that you have the, you know, the pretty much the world in your on your fingertips, all right? So letting that go, again, like decluttering, letting things go in order for you to receive new energy so that you can create with that energy the world that you want, okay? Based on the emotions that you desire, the relationships that you want, as well as the money, okay? How the business that you're running, things like that, all right? Next one is the Queen of Swords. So this is the energy that you're finally moving into. The Queen of Swords is a very charismatic, very intelligent energy, okay? They're very open-minded. Like they see the world for what it is, but they see beyond that as well. So this is the energy of Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, all roll into one, okay? So you have the intelligence of Gemini, the searcher for, like, Geminis are known to be like one of those walking dictionaries. You just ask them a question, they know it, right? Like random stuff, they just know random things, but their search for higher learning and intelligence is very very stimulating for them. So they're kind of like the subject matter experts when it comes to these things. So that's what the Queen of Wands is, the subject matter expert when it comes to your line of business or career or whatever it is. Okay. The other thing about the Queen of Swords is that she is very charismatic. So she's funny. Okay. And she's very balanced in the way of like, you see things for what they are and you accept things, or you let things go if they don't work out for you. Another thing about it is that there's a way of detaching as well, a way of detaching in the way that you understand the bigger picture. Okay. And so you move on from letting things go, letting things fall away, and you being rebirthed into moving on into your success, and finally detaching from things that no longer serve you and seeing the bigger picture as to why things happened the way they did. All right. And so next is your Seraphos green quartz is your ally. So Seraphos green is all about, I always see green as well as this particular crystal as money. Okay. Like bringing in abundance, bringing in prosperity. Okay. And abundance in everything, not just one thing. Okay. Abundance in love, abundance in friendships, and prosperity in business, things like that. Okay. So there's definitely a good shift happening for you, Scorpio. You're going to see a lot of success in your relationships, within yourself. There's going to be a determination as well as enthusiasm and confidence. And then from there, your business is going to succeed. Okay. Or your career. All right. So whatever you do, Scorpio, just hone in on that energy for this week. All right. All right. Let's see what Pisces has for this week. A little fishy. And again, you guys, this can apply to your sun, your moon, or your rising, or whatever placements that you're in at this time. If you guys want to know your like kind of like astrology placements and things like that, I do recommend getting a chart reading from Jax Atlantis or from the Peace Dealer. They do have sales going on right now for that. And if you guys want to learn more about like your galactic lineage, or you know, the star systems that determine the energy that you're in during this lifetime, then you guys can get a chart reading from me. It's on sale right now. I have them for the Sagittarius season sale. They're usually at what is it? Forgot what time, the price, but you guys can check that out on my website. Again, if you want to get like a reading for like kind of like your Saturn return or any of those things that you're kind of like curious about, or progressive chart reading, I do recommend Jax or Michael for that, so that you can know what energy you're in at this time. Okay. I'm currently, or even a combination reading of you and your relationship, your partnership reading. Like me and my fiance are both, when we put the charts together, we're both Capricorn. Like we merged the charts, we're Capricorn together. So that's a lot of energy right there, a lot of successful energy right there. And so if you guys want that type of read, I do recommend Jax Atlantis or the Peace Dealer, Mike. Okay. So here we go, Pisces. All right, my little Pisces, there's going to be changes happening. You're going to be confronted with some energies this coming week. Okay, so the Seven of Wands, but again, you have the high ground. Therefore, you're going to be succeeding in this confrontation. If someone comes at you and starts to bring in negative energy, things from the past, things that you did, things that you said, things like that, you have the high ground to determine the outcome of this, because you're going to be able to see like, okay, they're obviously suffering or hurting from the things that happened. So you're going to be able to change the anger energy into finally having them acknowledge their pain. Okay, you're going to be able to assist people in that way, not like you're not fighting them back. Okay, you are trying to resolve issues in a logical way, and usually it's not very Piscean of you, but you're very connected intuitively with their emotions. So you're going to be able to use that connection to assist them in healing. Okay. So if they're confronting you about something that you said like 12 years ago, or, or something that you did, or, you know, things like that from the past, you are able to connect intuitively with their emotions and see, oh, I understand there's still hurt. I understand that I should apologize. Okay. So this is going to be a time for you to be able to resolve any issues, as well as maybe you are going to confront someone about the past. And instead of using your emotions, you know, to make them feel guilty or make them feel bad, you're going to use your words. You're going to use your logic. You're going to be like, I really felt X, Y, and Z when you did X, Y, and Z to me, you know, things like that. So they can understand that you are here to confront them so that they can finally understand you better. Okay. So that's something that is going to happen in the beginning of the week. And so the next one is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is all about celebration. Okay. So you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be having a good time with your family and your loved ones. You're going to be able to say, okay, the past is the past, and now I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to finally be free of all of the drama, get myself into a space where I'm happy and I don't feel guilty. I'm not making people feel guilty anymore, things like that. So you're going to be in that space of peace. All right. You've solved some issues within you internally with other people in your life, and you're finally finding peace and celebrating it. Okay. So for the next one is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is all about, there is an energy that you have to understand about yourself. You can't keep going back to that wound. Okay. So there's like this feeling of just giving up, because you're confronted from the past, right? You're confronting yourself, you're confronting other people, you know, or they're confronting you, things like that. You shouldn't feel guilty for what happened in the past. You're a different person now. Okay, Pisces, you've grown, you've moved on. But the Eight of Swords is that feeling of like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, the guilt, okay, or things are not going my way, or, you know, things like that. You shouldn't punish yourself, and you shouldn't punish other people either for the past. Okay. So I keep hearing, move on. Let's move on. You have the chance to be happy. You have the chance to celebrate. You don't have to look back. You don't have to feel guilty anymore. You don't have to make others feel that way. Okay. You can move on. All right. So next one is Moonstone. And this is all about emotions. All right. Confronting your emotions, or confronting about, again, it's all coming to a head. Confronting yourself, especially being honest with yourself, being honest with other people, finally allowing yourself to express what you felt as well. And even if you still feel the guilt, or your emotions still feel raw because of it, express it. There's nothing wrong with expressing it, as long as you don't continue to punish yourself. All right. Or you don't continue to punish other people. Okay, Pisces, it's time for you to let go. All right. So that's what I have for Pisces. Taurus. All right. So Taurus is first. Taurus, let's see what you have for this week. So again, you guys, seeing how the readings were a little bit like emotional for the water signs, well, especially Pisces. If you guys have Piscean friends, or if you know someone that's struggling who's a Pisces, please be there for them if you can. You know, they're very sensitive souls, but they do need, you know, compassion as well. Okay. So it's very important for them to have compassion, or to be understood. All right. Okay. The beginning of the week, you have the Seven of Coins, and the Seven of Coins is all about getting things, you know, organized, making sure that you know where you want to invest, but be wise about it. Don't, it feels like there is an energy pulling at you when it comes to your abundance, when it comes to you working with people, or when it comes to money situations, things like that. You're being faced with having to say no to some people, and then having to say yes to something that you really want to invest in. All right, so you got to be very careful. You got to be very mindful of how you work through your investments, your money, where you give it. Okay, and like, what do you give your money to? All right, and so again, it's like making choices, is like being very mindful of how much money you have in the bank, and what you're gonna do with that money, and how you're gonna invest it. All right, and of course, being mindful of the people who are gonna want something from you. Okay, so it's like everybody wants to ask Taurus for a favor. Everybody wants to ask Taurus for some money. Say no. It's okay to say no. All right. So next one is the sun. Okay, so good energy coming your way, a feeling of like success, you know, succeeding in life, feeling happy, feeling a zeal for life, and being just in the state of joy, okay, and abundance. This energy is coming in because you have you finally shifted your mindset into finally doing things for yourself. Okay, Taurus, like you're finally like, okay, I'm doing things for myself. I'm not gonna, you know, just coddle everyone. I'm not gonna just do things because people are telling me that's what they want me to do. I'm gonna finally put my foot down, and I'm gonna finally go out there and do things that make me happy. Okay, and that's what the sun is all about. It's a joyous time for you to finally be like, I am free, I'm liberated, I am able to bring in my abundance and do what I want with my money. No one's telling me how to spend it. Like, things like that. Okay, so a lot of success coming in. So the next one is in the end of the week is the death card. So this is all about release. Okay, like I said, be mindful in the beginning of the week. Be mindful how you spend your money, like who you give it to, who you're, you know, spending your energy with, because you're gonna finally make your choices at the end of the week to let things go, to let that go, let go of the past, let go of like even like people who are weighing you down. All right, because you are having a rebirth of sorts coming in. All right, so that's what the sun is determining for you, is like your rebirth. You're coming in, you're seeing all the joy that you're creating for your life, and being happy and being enthusiastic about what you're, you know, finally choosing for yourself. Okay, next one is amethyst, and this is your connection to your insight, your intuition. So using amethyst will assist you with making these choices, when determining how to spend your money, and you know, for who to give any type of advice or money to. I would say do not give money to anybody right now. Okay, I would say just save your money for yourself, because this is going to be invested wisely. Okay, it's going to be invested in something you know is going to succeed, and it's going to make you happy in the long run. Okay, so I'm feeling like amethyst will assist you with determining this, and where, like, if you go on to the stock market and you invest money into stocks, then you'll know through your intuition and the energy of amethyst how to do that. Okay, you'll know which ones are going to succeed, and you're going to, you know, believe it or not, you'll make a lot of money off of these stocks. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. Awesome. All right, Capricorn. So different energy coming in for you this week. So at the beginning of the week, you got the Ace of Coins. So this is all about business, new business ideas, starting a new project, something new coming on your path that is going to help you with abundance. Okay, a new partnership too, like any type of like professional partnership as well. If you have or you work in kind of like a professional setting or professional career, there's going to be a new person that shows up, or maybe you have an ally that's already there that you're going to start something, a new road towards success with, okay? And this could even be applicable to a relationship if you are a single Capricorn. And this person's going to be as determined when it comes to success like you, okay? So something new coming in, all right? But before that can happen, you have to move away from things that don't serve you, okay? So you got the Eight of Cups. So you're seeing all of these possibilities before you, but you are too worried about looking at something that you want, okay? But for some reason you can't let go of. But you see all these other cups and possibilities, like, oh, look at all this abundance that you have. Look at all this, these choices and options that you have, Capricorn, before you. But you're so determined in looking at this one cup that you just don't see everything else, okay? So that's the thing that you need to get rid of, is that mindset of being stubborn and not looking at all of the, you know, options that you already have, okay? So it's something that you're gonna have to make a choice on, letting go of the past, letting go of this one thing that you desired for a very long time. And I feel like it's a relationship with someone. You're holding on to this relationship that you're not in, or this person, and now you have all of these other options that are going to definitely assist you. Like I said in the beginning, someone new coming in that is going to assist you with success in love and happiness, and even in financial abundance. But you just can't let go of that one person that got away. So it's very important to just be grateful for what you have, and when you are in the state of gratitude, then you're going to start to see all the other, you know, like the options that you have, okay? So next one is you have the Seven of Cups. Now choosing, making choices. Again, you have a lot of options, you just don't know where to go. You don't know what choices to make. And this is something that you're gonna have to sit with yourself and ask yourself to make a list of the pros and cons. And I feel like it's, again, relationship stuff, that you're gonna have to make a list of the pros and cons. If you make a list of your exes, right, or that one particular person that you can't let go of, you make a list of their pros and cons. It's like, be honest, okay? Be honest with yourself. Like, how are they, or how were they when you had them, you know, like when you were in whatever relationship with them? Were they really worth it that you stay and remain single for them? Or is it something that you just made up in your mind, okay, about them? So you have to be very honest with yourself, because you have to make a choice now. You have this person coming in that is everything you've ever desired, that is going to help you with success, things like that. And then you have that person that let things go, like they let you go, okay? So you got to be honest, Capricorn. So it's time for you to move on, all right? Okay, next one is Moldavite. So Moldavite is all about seeing the bigger picture, kind of like seeing the universe and what it is and what it's creating, or what you are creating, what you are determining with the outcome of things. We're going to be seeing a lot of drastic changes when it comes to things that we are so used to. And so Moldavite will open you up to that, to open yourself up to bigger and better things, so that you won't just keep your mindset on one thing only, okay? You have options, and then Moldavite will help you and assist you with seeing that bigger picture of options that you have within, you know, in front of you. So Moldavite does connect you to your galactic family. But it also connects you to understanding the bigger picture and seeing things for what they really are, as well as determining whether or not you should open yourself up to change, okay? So that's kind of something that will help you make these choices, Capricorn. You know, again, it feels like it's a romantic thing, or it can be a business related thing. Like if you're very stubborn and you just know that this is what I want to do, but you don't want to hear any advice from other people, then this is the week that you're going to have to confront this stuff, okay? You're going to have to be honest with yourself, all right, Capricorn? So next is Virgo. All right, Virgo. Let's see. Oh, right away, Virgo. Okay. Whoa. That one. And this one. Okay. Here we go. And then the crystal ally. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, Virgo. So the beginning of the week, you're in the energy of the Queen of Swords. Again, the Queen of Swords is very charismatic, very intelligent, is very, very witty type of personality. It has the energy of Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So in this one, it's all about the mind, okay? Mind, all right? Mind over anything else, logic over anything else, all right? So even though the Queen of Swords is very logical, they're very loving too, okay? Because you have the energies of Venus, as well as you have Libra energy in this energy field. And I feel like you should hone in on that Libra energy, because it's a very logical energy, but it's also connected to emotion, okay? But because you need to make choices in this week coming in, you can easily do that with Aquarius energy, where you see whatever, like all of the stuff that you need to choose before you, and you choose logically instead of like emotionally, okay? So the Queen of Swords will help you with those changes, okay? Those necessary changes that will come in for this week. So you have two major arcana cards. So the first one is the Moon. This is all about diving into your emotions. So even though you're going to be in the logical aspect of the Queen of Swords, with the Libra energy, you're able to balance your emotions and your logic side as well. With the Moon, you're going to have time to contemplate, okay, to make choices that are going to determine your future. So again, big changes happening for you, Virgo, but you have to do this in a logical way. You have to understand, okay, this is my emotion about this. Now I need to make a choice. Now I need to determine whether or not this emotion is going to continue on, or it's going to just be something fickle and it's going to fade away. So it has to do a lot with relationships in this week, where you have to make a choice whether or not this relationship is good for you, or it's something that you're just gonna have to let go of, okay? So the next one is the Star. And the Star is all about making a wish, things coming true for you, miracles happening, mean you opening yourself up to those miracles. Again, when you make those choices, when you let go of things that don't serve you or people, then you open yourself up to the miracles and to create the life that you truly desire, okay, Virgo? So next one is your crystal ally, and this is Smithsonite, okay? And this is a green energy. So this is connecting to the heart space, but it's also connecting to the earth, okay, energy. So balancing the material with the emotion, okay? So a material emotional body being balanced, that's what I'm hearing. So the material body, or the physical body, needs to be balanced with the emotional body, so that the emotional body does not take over, okay? So that there is a give and a take, and energy of the masculine and the feminine combined together, so that you can create the life that you desire, okay? So that when you go through these emotions, when you go through these great changes, you're going to be able to do that through the energy of the Smithsonite helping you out with knowing what you want to do, seeing what your passions are, and determining whether or not to keep certain people in your life as well, okay, Virgo? So this is very important energy coming in. All right, my energy. Oh, well, here we go, Gemini. Got your first card. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, good reading this week, Gemini. Let's see what you have for, ooh, Crystal LA, just jump right out. Oh, this is pretty cool, Gemini. Okay, let's start with Gemini. So the star, the beginning of the week, make a wish. What is it that you really, really, really desire? Okay, and this feels like it's something that you've been contemplating for a while, but you haven't determined whether or not you want to put it into the universe yet. So this is the perfect week for you to do that. You got the energies of the star coming in on Monday and Tuesday, so you have those 2 days to make these choices and to ask for what it is that you really, 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 really want. And don't minimize this, okay, Gemini? I feel like you have this way of rationalizing your way out of things, you know? And so it feels like the universe is like, no, just tell me what you want. You don't have to be specific. You can be specific. You could do like a whole, like what is it, like a visualization in order for you to get the feeling and how to connect with the emotion of seeing this thing come into into your life. You can definitely do that, because that's how you manifest. You have to use all of the elements. You have to use the element of fire, of earth, of water, of air, as well as your visualization, your words, your emotions, in order for you to manifest what it is that you want. Okay, so the universe is letting you know you have Monday and Tuesday to do this, okay, to ask for what you want. All right, because then Wednesday and Thursday you got the Two of Cups. I always see the Two of Cups as the joining of energy, of the joining of the masculine and the feminine, of the joining of a harmony in different of two individuals coming together to create something. Okay, and so this is, to me, this is more important than the Lovers card, to be honest with you guys. The Two of Cups to me feels more like romance, feels more like two individuals coming together to become one. And so that's what this energy if you're asking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then ask, because it's gonna happen. So if you're asking for that, it's gonna happen. So two energies coming together to create one thing. And so that's what the cups is all about. All right, next one is the Wheel of Fortune. Again, big energies coming in for you, Gemini. You are so in that flow of the universe. You are able to connect to that abundance, that prosperity that you've been desiring for a very long time, making your way through, this material world, and establishing it, and they're saying kind of like establishing dominance, like you being the leader of your life, you finally determining the outcome of how things are going to go. Okay, so that's kind of like the world is in your hands. Okay, your fortune is in your hands. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's all about embracing your power, and then creating what you desire out of life, and the cycle finally, being actualized. Okay, so next one is your crystal ally is Light 23. So this is what is really gonna help propel you towards making those wishes come true, because Light 23 is a higher vibrational stone, but it's also a very lucky stone of manifestation, the stone of psychic abilities, the stone of everything you can think of, that's positive. So using this crystal ally will assist you with determining how you are going to manifest all these things, okay, into your life. And that's pretty cool. Like Gemini, you definitely have that it's kind of like that, Sagittarius is your opposite sign, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It's kind of like you're honing in on that Jupiter energy this Sagittarius season. So it's definitely propelling you in the direction that you desire. It's definitely giving you those outcomes that you wanted, those miracles happening, and your wishes coming true. It feels like you're finally stepping out of the shadows, and so to speak, and finally taking on the role of creator. Okay, so definitely really important to work with this stuff. All right, I'm so excited for you guys. Okay. Libra, Libra, Libra. Ooh, Libra. All these air signs getting all these good cards. Definitely not hurting this week, huh? You guys. You guys definitely have good luck this week. Okay. All right. Let's see your crystal ally, Libra. And Venus, the lovers. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see. All right, Libra. So in the beginning of the week, you're in the energy of the magician. The magician. So working with the mind, okay? And thinking about how you're gonna manifest. There is this energy around you where you know that when you think it, it comes into reality. And so that's what the energy is all about in this week. So be mindful of what your thoughts are too. Make sure that you are decluttering your thoughts, meaning like you're not thinking too much about negativity, not thinking too much about like what ifs or what could have been, or things like that. It's kind of like you're being asked to focus your energy on creating. You focus your energy on creating miracles in your life, focusing your energy on being mindful of your thoughts too, so that you don't undermine your energy that is coming in to create the life that you desire. Okay, the magician will work with you as soon as you let go of fear, you let go of doubt. Okay, Libra, you know that as soon as you have this thought of like, I really want to manifest this, don't think about what if it doesn't work. Make sure you don't think that way. Okay, you just focus on manifesting this. This is happening. Okay. Next one is the Page of Wands. So the aces are all about new beginnings. So the Page of Wands is about taking action. All right, taking action on what it is that you desire. What do you want to manifest, Libra? So you're thinking about manifesting riches, maybe, I don't know, or maybe a perfect lover. and so with the Page of Wands is like youthful energy, zeal for life, super passionate. And it's just like, let's go, let's do this now, let's take action on this. Okay, you have a crush on someone, take action on it. You want this job, take action on it. Okay, things are freaking moving forward, but you have to do the work too. Okay, you can't be doubtful about your abilities. You can't be doubtful about, I don't know if I'm good enough. You are good enough and you deserve better than what you have right now. Okay, Libra, so it's very important. All right, so next one is the Two of Swords. Again, don't doubt yourself. Okay. You know you can change the outcome of your life, Libra. You know that is basically your thoughts, okay, that determine how that's going to happen. All right, you're able to get yourself out of these situations, out of even the negativity that you're facing, or even like it feels like there is this little bit of a doubt in the back of your mind, Libra, that is letting you hesitate. Okay, that's keeping you away from what you desire, because there's like, again, there's a need for you to understand that you need to rebuild your self-confidence type of thing. Okay, that's what it feels like, rebuilding of self-confidence, of determination, of your passion for life. Okay, and so the Two of Swords is like that one, like, yeah, there's two swords crossing you, but you can easily take off that blindfold and you can easily choose a different path. Okay, you could easily just be like, I'm done, I'm gonna go for what I desire. Okay, so it's very important for you to just get rid of that little doubt in your head. Okay, so next one is Jade. So this is again, I don't know why I keep hearing Venus energy. So Venusian energy, but not in the way of Libra, but in Taurus. So Magician energy, the Page of Wands, take action, right? When you look at a Taurus, you know that they're succeeding in something because they've taken the time to look at their options and they finally went for it, okay? So Libra, you may have Venus energy, but you need that Taurus as well, okay? So with the Jade, it feels like it's honing in on that Taurus energy of success, of like they're showing kind of like the earth. Like you can determine whether or not you succeed in your life at this time if you finally have that push towards taking action, that push towards, you know, feeling that you can do anything, that you can move mountains, that you can go for your goals, that you could, you know, be like the bull and face, you know, adversity head on and things like that. So with Jade in particular, it's all about good luck, right? A lot of people use Jade for good luck, for money, for wealth. And so when you look at Jade, you look at the Taurus aspect of Venus and you hone that in for this week, okay? My final one is Aquarius. So again, like I said before, you guys, the age of Aquarius is definitely something that is shifting a lot of people's energies. For those who are having a hard time, understand that we have to deal with life. You know, it can suck, but we have to begin to deal with it and understand the bigger picture. That's what Aquarius brings to us, the truth, but also a realization that, hey, you don't have to remain in this negativity or in this negative mindset. You can do something about it, okay? Aquarians are humanitarians. They're the ones that are able to question social constructs. They're the ones that are the you know, I would say the humanitarians of the signs. I would also say they're very driven to change things that are just not working for the best or the betterment of humanity. And so that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a revolution in so many ways of the mind, a revolution of the mindsets that we have. And you're gonna see a falling away of the old constructs, especially when it comes to negativity, when it comes to like a belief system that no longer serves, a belief system that suppresses, a belief system that is holding you onto negative thought forms of fear, okay? And so that's what the age of Aquarius is bringing to us, you guys, and be ready for those transformations. It's going to happen to all of us. We're going to have a self-realization of like saying, hey, you know what, is this going to help me be a better person, or is this going to keep me, you know, in so many ways in fear, you know? And so that's what Aquarius is all about, those types of transformations. All right, so let's see. And don't, you guys, I do always say this because I personally know this can happen, okay? When there's a belief system that you grow up in, when you believe that entities can control your mind or your body or you know, anything that's fear-based, and you grow up in it and you feel it and you know that it's true, or you believe that you know that it's true because it's been told to you numerous times by other people, you have to understand that that is a false narrative, a false energy. It's an illusion, okay? It's a kind of like a hive mind. Like that's what I say, like anytime that there's an energy that is fearful, anytime that there's an energy that is negative, and that people use it against other people so that they can behave or be good, or you know, things like that, that to me is the hive mentality, where you determine the outcome if you actually connect your energy to that truth, or to that perceived truth at that time. So I've experienced this, you guys. I've experienced this type of mentality where I actually believed this stuff, you know, and it didn't amount to anything for me. And I saw the illusion of it. I saw that it was just keeping me in fear, and it was keeping me in the grasp of other people, you know, and their control. And so That being said, be mindful of these things when you see it out there. When you see posts that will say, be wary or be careful with the negative entities, they're going to come and get you and things like that, understand that that's their truth. Okay? And if you connect to that truth and you believe it, then you'll experience it too. But understand that if you disconnect and you tell yourself and you say, you know what, that's somebody else's truth and I'm not willing to participate in that anymore, it doesn't come to you at all. Okay? Trust me, I've been there. I was in that energy and then I decided to wake up. Like I decided to see the truth for what it was. It's a control thing, okay? These people control us through having that hive mind connection to deter, like to these experiences. And so when you decide to go against the grain and break free from that mentality, then you will see that all of it was an illusion of that mindset. You know, all of it was like that. It's kind of like that bubble, right? Like where the conscious bubbles, right? Here's a conscious bubble and all these people are putting all this effort into this energy and creating it and they're experiencing it and stuff like that, and then you burst that bubble and you get the hell out of there, then you won't experience it anymore. And so that's definitely something that I had to go through, and now I see that it was all false. It was all an illusion. Okay? And so that being said, be careful, you guys. The age of Aquarius is bringing these things to the surface. The age of Aquarius is bringing these illusions to a head, and you're going to see these things happening. You're going to see how there's going to be a lot of social constructs that are based off of fear fall away. And of course, because something is ending, it's going to try to cling on to life or to this force energy as much as they want to, because you know, when things are bad, they could get really worse when it comes to like an illusion like that fading away finally. And so that's what Aquarius will help us to detach from that, so that we don't get into that bullshit anymore, and we see the truth of what we truly are creating and the real power that we have to determine the outcome of our own life in a positive manner, not in fear-based mentalities like that. Okay, so that's definitely different. All right, so you'll see this because we're getting closer to the age of Aquarius. So we're leaving the illusions behind of the age of Pisces. All right, and we're seeing the truth from the age of Aquarius. All right, so this is Aquarius. You got the Page of Coins at the beginning of the week, Aquarius. So this is all about new ideas coming in. I feel like an abundance of energy coming in, like for you to create something. I also feel like you got a new job. Like you're getting a new job, or you're getting new finances somewhere, like some money coming in. And it's because you finally took action on that. You finally said, okay, I deserve better. I deserve a raise. I deserve a better career, you know, something better than what you just had right now. And so this is happening for this beginning of the week. You're going to get cool, like new news saying congratulations, you got hired, or congratulations, you got a promotion, congratulations, you're getting this extra money. So that's pretty cool, Aquarius. All right, so now you have the Wheel of Fortune. Again, all of this is determined by you, Aquarius. You had faith in yourself. You had the confidence in your abilities that you went for what you wanted, okay? And so this is what is determining the outcome of your life, what you are creating. It's a new step in the desired outcome of abundance and prosperity in your life. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be with money. It has to be with all things in your personal life as well as in your professional life, Aquarius. So that's pretty cool. So then you got the Page of Swords. So again, logic, but bluntness at the same time. So you going for what you want without hesitation and without, of course you did it logically, but you didn't let someone determine the outcome of this due to their own fear of it, okay? You didn't let someone say, oh, but you need to consider this, or, oh, but you need to consider other people's feelings, or things like that. No, the Page of the Page of Swords knows what they're doing. They're very intelligent. They know exactly what steps to take in order for them to succeed, and they don't have to listen to any negativity or any, like, you know, like freaking naysayers in order for them to get what they want. So that's pretty cool. So it's something new happening for you, Aquarius, in the way of like you finally setting a goal and going for it. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you got selenite. So selenite is all about the energy of removal of negativity in order for you to bring in higher frequencies. So selenite is a very kind of like a, I would show you guys. So with selenite, for example, you can hone in whatever energy you wish into the selenite energy, and you can work with it to create whatever it is that you want to create. So selenite is very kind of like it can clear your self-doubt and negativity, as well as bring in higher frequencies and vibrations to manifest, okay, in a positive way. So that's what your crystal ally will assist you with, so that you can finally find that success that you've been wanting in all all areas of your life. It's not just, you know, business. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius.